fans, welcome back to NFL UK Ops, American football, British accents. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got a special show for you today, a one-off midweek special to do our predictions for the season. So we put our weekly predictions on Twitter and on YouTube. This is a one-off show where we will be predicting who's going to win each of the divisions, who is going to be in the conference championship games, and who is going to win it all in Super Bowl 57. We'll also find out later in the show who Big E fancies is going all the way, and Claire the Bear is also going to let us know who she thinks is going to walk away with the Lombardi Trophy. And make sure you let us know down in the comments who you think is going to win the divisions, who's going to be in the conference championship games, and who's going to win it all. And as always, remember to hit it like Henry and spike that subscribe button like Gronk. And for this special edition prediction show, we're going to be joined by 49ers superfan and friend of the show, Gridiron Guru, Mark. Let's kick it off with the Afc North. Here's what we thought. We've also included our followers' votes on Twitter. So Mark, tell us who you chose and why.
I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens.
And why is that?
Well, I think it's going to be nip and tuck between them and Cincinnati. But I really do feel that with the players returning, Lamar Jackson, not signing this new contract as yet and backing himself. And of course, by performing, he's going to get paid wherever. I mean, there has to be a chance that he may get a deal elsewhere after this season if they don't tie something up very soon. I mean, he actually came out himself and said he wanted it done by week 1. But they were absolutely decimated last year with injury. I mean, particularly in the running back position and the secondary. They lost others, including important players like left tackle Ronnie Stanley, who's one of the best in the league. They're very well coached. When it comes down to sort of making the difference and seeing things through, they tend to deliver. They're a very well-run organisation.
AFC East, who's
AFC East, I'm going Dolphins. And I've got to be honest with you, a large part of that is after talking to Big E, he's convinced me. He's told me all about them. They sound amazing. Why have I not supported them before? Do you know what I mean? The only thing I'm worried about is Tua. That's the only thing. But, we'll have to see how it goes. But Big E talked a good game. And I've looked at the others and I just think, I know Bills are there. And Big E did sound terrified of Bills. But I'm going to go with Big E and go Dolphins.
Let's go on to the AFC South, which I will go first. So I cannot be accused of copying Mark on this one. So I'm going to go with the Colts for this season. I think they've just been missing consistency at the quarterback position, and I still believe that Matt Ryan has it. So I think that was a fantastic pickup. They've obviously got a superstar running back in Taylor and a very solid defense. And so I think now that the Titans, they've lost Brown, can they keep Henry healthy all year? Is Tannehill going to be consistent? I think it's Colts time, and I'm backing Matt Ryan.
And now the toughest division to call this season, the AFC West. Mark's going to tell us who he's picked and why.
Yeah, this division is absolutely stacked, and it's not even an argument in my book. This is the best division in football now. If you just look at the quarterbacks that are ahead of the 4 franchises, it's astonishing. But these teams are stacked from top to bottom. Now, I'm actually going to come out with a little bit of a surprise here, who I think is going to win the division. And I'm going to come out with the LA Chargers as opposed to the favourites, the Kansas City Chiefs, which obviously have got an amazing record in recent years. 4 consecutive AFC Conference Championship games and 2 Super Bowl appearances, including a Super Bowl victory against my 49ers.
So next we're going to show you our AFC Championship games and who we think are going to make it through to the Super Bowl.
My AFC Championship game prediction is going to be a repeat of the fantastic playoff game last season between the Chiefs and the Bills. And I think that the Bills this time are going to come out on top.
Yeah, and of course it is at the status now. I mean, so much can happen in running. Of course, injuries are a big game changer. But as things stand and in line and being consistent with my picks, I'm going to go with an AFC Conference Championship game of the Buffalo Bills versus the LA Chargers, with the Buffalo Bills hosting that AFC Conference Championship game.
Okay, and who do you see coming out of that?
I'm going to go to Buffalo Bills.
Okay, AFC Conference. I've got the Raiders and the Dolphins, and the Raiders will win that. Sorry, Big E.
And just to let you know that this episode is brought to you in partnership with UK American Sports Store. For all your US sports merchandise, visit ukamericansportstore.co.uk. All merchandise comes straight from the US, which means it's top quality. To enter our competition to win an NFL cap of your choice, just click the link in the description below. And now it's time for the NFC and a brand new table. So let's take a look at the NFC North. Let's hear from Mark.
Okay, my selection for this season, NFL season 2022, would be the Green Bay Packers. Although I see the Minnesota Vikings closing the five-game difference from last year, I still think Green Bay have the more impressive roster. Obviously, are led by Aaron Rodgers, and actually, I don't see the Devontae Adams loss being as great as people are actually making. Yeah, sure, he is the greatest receiver in the league, but this is Aaron Rodgers. This is an offense that is predicated on play action. They've got two very good running backs. I think Aaron Jones will support as a third down back out of the backfield with pass receptions. I think A.J. Dillon will get more carries. And, of course, someone will emerge from the wide receiver room.
So I think that the NFC East winners are going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that the fact that now they've acquired Brown for Hurts to throw to combine with their excellent running game, I can see them winning that division hands down.
Okay, NFC South. I'm going to go Buccaneers. I know Big E said that the Buccaneers' offensive line was decimated or whatever, but I just think you can't underestimate Tom Brady. He doesn't like to lose. A bit like our Tom. He doesn't like to lose. So he'll do what's necessary. And trust in Brady. That's what I say.
So in the NFC West, I can see it's going to be a repeat. I think the Rams are going to win the division again. They've lost a couple of pieces, but their core of their team is still very strong. And I think that they are, again, Super Bowl contenders, without doubt.
So now we're going to share with you our NFC Conference Championship matchups and who we think are going to be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl.
NFC Conference, I've got the Bucs and the Rams, and I think the Rams will win that. Sorry, Tom Brady.
So the NFC Conference Championship, I feel, will be fought out between the San Francisco 49ers and Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, I have the 49ers edging it.
In the NFC Championship game, I'm going with the Rams against the Buccaneers, and I can see that it's one last ride for Tom Brady, and I can see the Buccaneers making it through to the Super Bowl.
And just so you know, on this Sunday show, we're going to be joined by Bears superfan Claire de Bear, giveaway extraordinaire. First time. And so now, as a special bonus, Big E and Claire de Bear are going to tell us who they think are going to go all the way.
If you had to say right here and now, my Super Bowl prediction is, who do you think it is?
So I think it's going to be probably, if I were to call it, I'd say it's going to be the Rams going for a repeat again on that side. But I think it's going to be between the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Chargers. I really think those are probably your three teams that have the chance. Would I like the Dolphins to be there? Absolutely. Would I be crying like I was 2 years old? Absolutely. If the Dolphins made it to the Super Bowl. But I think one of those three, it's hard for me to pick one of those three because I think that they all have some good chance to be there.
Do you think those three are stronger than the Bills then?
I have a hard time saying that the Bills will go to the Super Bowl. That's just hard to come out of my mouth. Could they be there? Sure, but I don't think I could say it. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
The bookies have it tipped that this week 1, between the Rams and the Bills, they reckon that will be the Super Bowl. Obviously, the bookies know what they're talking about. They make money off of this, making predictions and whatnot. But if I can't go that way, I'd have to go with Packers Chiefs. And obviously, I cannot pick the Packers as a Bears fan. I'll be hounded out of town. So I'd have to go with the Chiefs at that point.
That's brilliant. Thank you.
And now we've heard their thoughts, it's now back to the experts. But first of all, we're starting with Andy.
For my Super Bowl, then I've got Raiders v Rams. And I'm going to go with the Raiders just because of Devontae. He rules. Oh, and Josh McDaniels.
Between the San Francisco 49ers and Buffalo Bills. Yeah, I have the 49ers edging it.
So with my prediction being the Super Bowl matchup of the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I am going with the Buffalo Bills to win this one. I believe in Josh Allen. I believe in the offense, the quality defense, and I think it's going to be a Super Bowl championship for the Buffalo Bills.
And just a reminder, there's still an opportunity to win this Miami Dolphins mini helmet. All you need to do is click on this link here with all the details on how to enter. And remember, make sure you hit it like Henry, spike it like Gronk. So now I'm going to bed, so I'm going to get up at 1:30 to watch the Bills-Rams game.